How much have you found that you were gonna like you're able to show on YouTube versus not? Do you have to blur anything out?
I don't blur for the movies and TV, but I'll drop the video out and put up like my little Patreon blurb, like hit me up on Patreon to watch the full unedited, uncut thing.
Cool.
I mean, it is quite a bit that gets like I just had a Guardians of the Galaxy premiere right before we got on, and that's a 2 hour long movie, and the video that I made was 40 minutes. So it kind of depends. Like a 45-minute show that usually gets cut down to about 15 minutes. You try to hit the big parts, but you also want to leave a reason for people to go seek out,
Sure.
the full thing. So
Yeah. Have you done Yellowstone yet?
I have not.
So somebody on my Patreon, like I have a tier where you could like request whatever you want kind of thing. And it's typically music, but this person had been a Patreon member for over a year, and one of the higher tiers. So
Yeah.
she was like, "Hey, what are your thoughts on like checking out the show?" She's like, because I had met her in person. She actually got me home free tickets. She got me home free tickets. It was the same concept with you and Pentatonics. She was like, if you can get here, the ticket's yours. So
awesome.
I went to the concert in Dallas. So I met her and we were talking about the show, and like 3 months later she's like, I know we had mentioned it, I'd love for you, I just want you to check it out. So like almost she's like, could I use my thing to make you watch the show? And I was like, why not, whatever. And I was like, this show is actually crazy. So
did you watch the whole thing?
No,
I
I'm like 3 or 4 episodes in too, so I'm not even like far, and I'm like, this show is wild but very realistic too. I don't know, who knows, it's crazy.
Are you filming them for reactions, or you're just watching it?
These ones I would probably watch it on my own. It was I tried watching it. I don't know what happened because she had recommended it. I went to the show in December, so that's when she'd recommended it. I was sick. It could be because I was sick with the pandemic sickness.
Yeah.
The reason for people that are watching, YouTube doesn't like when you say that word. It screws with the monetization of the channel. So I tried watching when I was sick. I just couldn't get into it. And then she had requested like 5 months later, so like in like May, and I checked it out and I was like, oh, this is actually really good. I don't know why I didn't like it. I was just probably out of it with the fever or something like that. But craziness.
That's funny.
Man. Yeah.
Is it one that grabs you though? Like, is that first episode good enough to where like you're immediately pulled in, or is it like a slower...
Well, it wasn't when I watched it the first time, but the second time it definitely was. So I don't know what happened between the 5 months, but I don't know.
Yeah, because I'd be interested. Like, Game of Thrones. I don't know if you watched that. The first episode was kind of boring, and then it like within that last 5 minutes, that's what makes you want to go on to. But you got to make it through that first, because there's some big shows that in the past I tried to watch, like Breaking Bad, like didn't really hit with me, or like Sons of Anarchy didn't really hit with me, and a lot of people, those are like beloved shows, but yeah, I need to be like hit in the face with action, or with something crazy. So, but I hear that show is good, so maybe I'll have to give it a shot.
It's crazy, man. I can't recommend the show to you because you already got enough on your plate, dude. So I'm not even gonna say you should check it out. I'm just saying I have enjoyed what I've seen. It's a little dark, so like there's only so much I could watch. Like,
I like dark,
but like it's heavy, and it's like I don't know. I just, after like 2 episodes, you're like, yo, like I need to go outside and just like look at the sky for a second, because it's like, a little depressing, I guess.